Hey, Apollo Baptist Church and visitors and people who are considering visiting. I wanted to give you an idea and an update on the ever-changing situation that is the COVID-19 pandemic as of July 2nd, 2020. So right now we have some the direction that we're going towards, the vision that we have towards what we're doing. I want to give you an idea of what to expect should you visit, or if you remember, how do you continue to have a culture of discipleship that leads to worship and compels us to be on mission. That's our vision here at Apollo. How do we continue doing that during this crisis? So right now, our expectations are, number one, that you watch the online service. So every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., we will broadcast our live service from the sanctuary, from the worship center. We'll have a skeleton crew of our pastors, our music team, and our tech team, and a safety team there. But that's it. Everything else is virtual. And then during the week, we have a dozen small groups that are meeting either over Zoom or conference call or in person in homes that are discussing the sermon, that are really meditating on what's going on, meditating on what the Lord wants us to know and how the Lord wants us to grow. And number three, have a Bible reading plan. So right now we're reading through the Psalms. I read Psalm 132 this morning. And it was great because it says, verse 3 says, I will not enter my house or get into my bed. I will not give sleep to my eyes until I find a place for the Lord, a dwelling place for the mighty one of Jacob. This idea that, like, I am not going to go to sleep. I will not turn in for the day until I know there is a place for the Lord in my life, a place for the Lord to to be with his saints. And that means the house of God. That means the gathering place of Christians. And until I know I have a place to be on the Lord's day, a place to be to worship God, a place for God to come and bless me, a place for God to reach me and all of the others that want to worship him. I'm not even sleeping. So those are stuff that we read in our Bible reading plan. I encourage you, especially if you're new, to get on board with it. Every week we put out our sermon handout, and at the end of our sermon handout is where we are in our Bible reading plan. We're memorizing scripture together as well. The other thing is have one person that you are praying about, that you are investing in and inviting to church things, to read the Bible with you, to have spiritual conversations. One person who doesn't know God, or who seems just at least be far from God for now, that you want to bring back into a right relationship with Jesus. So that's some things to expect at Apollo Baptist Church. We have our virtual service that you should watch. Invite others to watch with you. Discuss it in a small group. Invite others. And then have a Bible reading plan. It doesn't have to be ours, but we do have one. And invite others, and then have a one. So that's what we're doing right now. There's some things to expect at Apollo Baptist Church during the COVID-19 pandemic, and we hope soon to bring people into the live service, to start having in-person gatherings again. We just don't know when that's going to be, but for now, letting you know that is our purpose and how we plan to create a culture of discipleship that leads to worship and compels us to be on mission, with or without a building we can use to its full capacity. Love you all. Hope to see you in person as soon as possible.